Every month, I'd build a battering ram, grab my gear, and rush out the door toward a massive high-tech factory. I picked a lock like I'd done it 100 times, wedged the battering ram under the main door to pry it open, and slipped inside. I hit a security guard in the distance with a tranquilizer dart from my blowgun, swiped his ID badge, and jammed a steel pipe against the door to block it shut. Then I crept into the production floor. It didn't take long to find what I was after, a power cell worth an absolute fortune. I shoved it into my bag without a second thought. What I didn't see coming was a factory robot spotting me and tripping the alarm for the entire building. A security bot appeared out of nowhere and started unloading on me. In a split-second decision, I yanked a can of paint out of my bag and hurled it right at the robot. The paint messed up its sensors, and it started firing wildly in every direction. I seized that opening, gripped my wrench, launched myself into the air, and smashed it right across the thing's face, trying to knock out its weapon. But this bot was no pushover. It slugged me so hard I went flying, and all I could do was dodge. I got lucky, though I managed to use the equipment around me to pin it down. Just when I thought I had it beat, the thing switched into a close combat mode. I swung the wrench wildly, but it caught my fist mid-swing, and even crushed the prosthetic on my left hand like it was nothing. I decided to go all in. I spun the broken prosthetic and drove it straight into the robot's core, like a drill. The thing finally went down. I checked to make sure the power cell was still intact, then bolted out of there. But the moment I reached my front door, I looked back and saw a swarm of police cars racing toward the factory. I knew it was only a matter of time before they came for me, but I didn't run. I just slowly pushed open the door. Inside, a decommissioned robot sat quietly on the couch, but hidden inside it was a living human brain. Without hesitating, I pulled out the old battery and swapped in the power cell I'd just stolen. She powered back on almost immediately. I looked at her, overwhelmed with joy, but the very next moment tears streamed down my face. The truth is, she was my wife diagnosed with a terminal illness, her brain preserved inside this robot just to keep her alive. But it took a rare and expensive power core to keep her running. So every single month, I broke into that factory and stole one just so she could live another day. She gently took my hand, as if to tell me everything was going to be okay.